So I've got this little Jobsmart 2-gallon, 1/3 horsepower air compressor I bought at Tractor Supply. Today I'm going to unbox it, show you what's in the box, power it up, and use it to air up my lawnmower tires. I bought this because I'm at the farm. I don't live here. I don't have a compressor here. I needed something I can leave here, and if it's stolen, you know, it won't be that big a loss. This was $79 at Tractor Supply. Here's the advertisement from their website. That's not a sale price, that's regular price. So it got, out of 350 reviews, it got 4.3 stars. It's only 79 bucks. If I use it for a year or two, I've got my money's worth out of it. So let's open it up, see what's in the box, and then plug it in and air up my lawnmower tires. All right, and I have never used one of these. I've never owned one of these. I just wanted something cheap. Tractor Supply was close, so that's why I bought it. And this is not a recommendation. I'm not endorsed by Tractor Supply or Jobsmart or anything like that. It was just convenient to go get it there. So let's see what's in the box. You get a 25-foot air hose in the box. There we go. So in the box, you get the compressor, you get your air hose I just showed you. Here's some little fittings. There's a couple of basketball or football needles, truck tire air inflator. I don't know what the other two things are for, but that's it. That's a tiny little thing. Let's plug it up, let it charge up, and then air up the tractor tires. Yeah, it just occurred to me when I was putting the stuff back in the box, there's no book in here with it, so they don't even give you a book telling you how to use it. This thing is very, very basic. So if you're not accustomed to using air compressors, this may not be the unit for you. But here's an air compression valve on it, which you can use to set the amount of airflow you get out. So let's plug it up, let it charge up, and see what it does. Okay, before I plug it up, let me show you a couple of things. So there's no book with it. On the side, they give you a few instructions. So they say this is good for inflation or cleaning, and it'll run continually. Brad nailers for 18 gauge nail, it'll run continually. For finishing nailer, screwdriver, or grease gun, it may run intermittently, which means it may stop. There's some overinflation warnings here. They say don't inflate it or this thing will probably blow up. So this has an aluminum 100 PSI pump. So the maximum PSI for this is 100. Let's look at this side. So this is made for 120 volt power, 3 amps, 100 PSI max as it says. This is an oilless pump, so you don't have to oil it, which is good. That's a regulator valve that regulates the airflow. So I noticed it also comes with some Teflon tape. So if you're gonna plug the hose up to the tire inflator, you're gonna wanna put Teflon tape around the fitting right here. So I'll show you that in just a minute. So let's plug this up and see how loud it is. Also, there's the on-off switch on the side. I almost missed that. I was looking for the switch. I thought it'd be down here somewhere. It's right there. So let's flip it to O, which is off. Plug it up to the extension cord, and let's turn it on. Wow, that thing sounds like it's gonna fly away. It's pretty loud, which means that motor is spinning really fast. All right, so let's plug it up, and I'm gonna let you watch the gauges as it runs. Okay, so I didn't keep the camera on the whole time. It took about 3.5 minutes, and I noticed, I looked it up on my phone while I was waiting on it to charge up. It says it has 180-second full charge time, which is a little bit low. Mine actually took 3.5 minutes. The tank pressure is at 100 PSI. So this regulates the tool pressure. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and plug up the air hose to it, and let's air up the tires. Okay, so I've wrapped the fitting on the hose with Teflon tape. I didn't video that because it's just a real pain dealing with Teflon tape. And then you screw your air hose fitting onto it. I'm going to go get a wrench and tighten it down, and then we'll air up the tire. Also, if you notice on my phone screen, it says this has a 1-year limited warranty. It's a manufacturer's warranty. Limited warranty means that they're going to warranty anything that's not subject to normal wear and tear, which means if this punctures itself by when you're airing the unit up, if this thing blows up, they'll warranty that, and that's really about it. They warranty anything that's not subject to wear and tear because there's moving parts. So the pump has moving parts, so they're not going to warranty the pump. That's what limited means on limited warranty. Okay, let's put the hose in. Let me see if I can get you a better picture of this. So on this unit right here, there's a collar that's got some threads or some tread grips on it. You grab that and pull it back towards the unit like that. Put your air hose in and then release it. And then you pull out on your air hose. If the air hose won't come out, then you're good. All right, move this back. Trying to air up the tire, and this tire is completely flat. So first thing I noticed is this nozzle is hard to get on the tire, and that's a standard tire port or tire nozzle. I don't know what you call it. Okay, my truck tire here is about 2 pounds low according to the dash. So let's put a couple of pounds of air in it. This thing is so small it's hard to grip it right. You can't grip the hose, you have to grip it, but it's just too small to grip. So if you're going to buy one of these, buy an extension that you can actually hold in your hand. Okay, so I put 2 pounds of pressure in the truck, and I checked it on the dash, and that's fine. It worked good. It had no problem putting a couple of pounds. I was down at 32. I aired it up to 34. So I think this thing's okay. I aired up 3 of my 4 lawnmower tires with it. The thing I would say about it is this is what I call a tool of last resort. If you need an air compressor and you can't find one anywhere else, and the only thing you can find is this cheap air compressor at Tractor Supply, it's probably okay. Just don't buy this thing hoping that you're going to get something that's either, number one, going to last for a few years, or number two, is going to be really strong, because what I've noticed is when it drops 5 pounds in pressure according to the gauge right here, according to that gauge right there, when it drops 5 pounds of pressure, the compressor kicks on. And this thing is really loud. And this top part right here, it gets so hot you can't put your hand on there. So it generates a huge amount of heat. So there's another thing I want to show you. If you're going to use one of these, when you're finished with it, if you want to let your air out, here's what you do. This gold valve on the side, pull this ring. And when you pull it, you can watch your pressure gauge go to 0. And it's naturally going to drop pressure anyhow, but this lets all the pressure out. And then this, of course, releases the pressure here also, and that releases any moisture that gets into your tank. So I guess the bottom line is this little Jobsmart air compressor, it does okay. It did what I needed, which is to air up my lawnmower tires. It'll air up the tractor tire fine. You know, as with most things, don't expect too much and you won't be disappointed. So but for 79 bucks, I mean, it's okay. I've had little El Cheapo compressors that came from Harbor Freight and other places before that were no better or worse than this. So it's about equivalent to any of the small pancake size compressors you find out there. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching.